a rider, guess you can hate me, not my concern. I'm a survivor, I'm like MacGyver, I'm gonna make it, when will they learn? Right when you doubt me, move on without me, that is the moment that I return. Don't clock in, I don't count hours, I won't leave, won't hit the showers, won't stop till I get my flowers. Yeah. Hate or doubt, don't know what's cuter, count me out, you need a tutor, won't shut down, I'm no computer. I'm a survivor, I'm like MacGyver, I'm gonna make it, when will they learn? I am the driver, I am a rider, guess you can hate me, not my concern. I'm a survivor, I'm like MacGyver, I'm gonna make it, when will they learn? Right when you doubt me, move on without me, that is the moment that I return. A battle cry for the nights that really I could have died. Ayo, 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 every time that I ever broke down and I cried. Ayo, 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 to the people who try to make me run, make me hide. Ayo, 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 told me that they love me, but in the end they lied. Ayo, 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 I gotta push forward, I'm never hitting reverse. Ayo, 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 to the woman who led me, I've never seen her since birth. Ayo, to the people who told me I'm stupid and I was dumb. Ayo, 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 and to those who told me what I would never become. Ayo, 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 I'm a survivor, I'm like MacGyver, I'm gonna make it, when will they learn? I am the driver, I am a rider, guess you can hate me, not my concern. I'm a survivor, I'm like MacGyver, I'm gonna make it, when will they learn? Right when you doubt me, move on without me, that is the moment that I return. Making paper like Michael, I'm feeling like a boss. Never took a break, not Rachel and Ross. They've been too biased, they can get crossed. 815, now it's time to get lost. Henny in your system, a system like Dennis. Yes, I found a lane like my last name Bennis. Going Bill 9, so they can deny. Yes, I've been cooking in a lab like a chemist. Hate it or love it, but I won't stop till the day that I reach the top. Oh yeah, a legend is what I'll be. I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. I don't care what you have to say, everything is gonna be okay. Yo, if y'all ain't got nowhere to go, just sit back, enjoy the show. Just sit back, enjoy the show. Just sit back, enjoy. And I ain't got shame, that's just me being frank. I invested in myself like a shark, no tank. I made it through the weeds like Nancy, no dank. To the day I get a Grammy saying who I wanna thank. If y'all ain't talking dope, then y'all ain't saying nothing like Maggie. Redefining hip-hop, the tracks are still swaggy. Thought I cooled off, thought you had me, but my lines burn after reading like Bradley. Hate it or love it, but I won't stop till the day that I reach the top. Oh yeah, a legend is what I'll be. I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. I don't care what you have to say, everything is gonna be okay. Yo, if y'all ain't got nowhere to go, just sit back, enjoy the show. Just sit back, enjoy the show. Just sit back, enjoy the show. Stayed around the stew like Dill. Bet I could put you in your place like Phil. Call Miss Keaton, I'm going for the kill. Tim Taylor flows, y'all people know the drill. Or act out of character, yeah, that's American crime. Y'all like Peralta only going 9-9. I give 100%, I got a hunger for the game. Like I 8 to 11, I was made for prime time. Hate it or love it, but I won't stop till the day that I reach the top.
Up, motherfucker.
Hold on, I hope y'all watching this shit.
round real quick.
Only the people that are in those training rooms with him know how good.
Because he just knocks dudes out real quick in the first round.
Yeah, but now we're gonna get a good. I might fuck with this guy. He just, to me, I thought he was a con artist, just based off his look.
They're edgy. Holy shit! What the hell just happened? What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show. Tuesday, September 21st, 2021. Got pretty big show planned for today. Going to break down the baseball games first. That's about the only games we have tonight. Then we'll talk maybe some NFL and some college football. All right. First of all, before we get started, don't forget we're live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Come join us. We're giving out winners. We're also live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern with GSR Gonzo Sports Room, our sports talk show. Come join us for that. We have some big announcements coming here real soon for that as well. You can also find Easy Money, a sports betting show, and GSR Gonzo Sports Room in podcast form on Apple Podcasts, Anchor Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Most places you listen to your podcast, you can find us. Check out our YouTube page. Have a lot of content on there as well. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you get notifications of when we go live. If you're watching on Facebook and Twitch, please hit the like and follow buttons on there as well. We also have a merch store. Go check out our merch store, streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports/merch. We have t-shirts, hats, hoodies, beanies, a lot of different things on there. Go check it out. We also have a donation page at that same link if you'd like to donate to the show to help the show grow. You can do that there as well. The link is in our video description, or it's going across the bottom of the screen in the ticker. Stream once again is streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports/merch. One more thing. This Friday, 1 p.m. on GSR, special guest, the director Hollywood House, will be live with us at 1 p.m. on that day. You don't want to miss it. It's a big interview. So make sure you mark your calendars for that one. But all right, let's one more thing. Follow us on social media. That's where we post everything about our show. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, at Gonzo Sports Room. We post everything there, our daily picks, just all of our show announcements. So make sure you follow us on social media. All right, let's jump into these baseball games. All right. First game we have is the Chicago White Sox at the Detroit Tigers. The White Sox are -1.5 on the run line, -154 money line. The Tigers are +130 on the money line. Over/under for this game is set at 9. White Sox lost game 1 last night to the Tigers. White Sox struggle on the road. Keuchel's on the mound for the White Sox. You're going to have Alexander on the mound for the Tigers. Keuchel has one win in his last 6 starts. He's struggled here recently. The Tigers have been playing solid. Pitching has been the key for them here in this run they've been on. And Alexander has been solid as well. This is a game I'm probably going to stay away from, but I would lean toward the White Sox here. The White Sox on the road kind of make me caution a little bit. All right, next game we have is the Kansas City Royals at the Cleveland Indians. Indians are -1.5 on the run line, -156 money line. Royals are +132 on the money line. Over/under for this game is set at 5.5 or 9.5. 9.5. Sorry. Lynch is on the mound for the Royals. Quantrill's on the mound for the Indians. Lynch has a 5.34 ERA since coming up from the minors. Opponents are hitting 2.92 off of him. Quantrill has a 2.89 ERA. Indians have a lot of young talent on that team. I like the Indians here on the money line. And I like the under the 9.5. Under the 9.5 in this game. All right, next game. This game I'll be watching this evening is the Pittsburgh Pirates at the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 215 money line. Pirates are plus 180 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 9. You have Keller on the mound for the Pirates, Malley on the mound for the Reds. Here lately for the Pirates, their offense has been productive. Keller has an ERA of 3.63. The Reds won game 1 of this series last night, got behind and came back and won, I think, 9-5, 9-4, something like that. The Reds were in the lead for the second wild card spot in the National League. Then they started struggling. Reds are have won they're 4-7 in their last 11 games. So now they're like 2 or 3 games back of that wild card spot. And the Cardinals just beat the Brewers again. So they really need the Brewers to beat the Cardinals right now because that's who we're behind. But the Reds have to start playing ball and taking care of their business and hoping now that they get a little help. They've done this to themselves. But Malley's been solid for the Reds. His only weakness is he has struggled at home some. But I think the Reds' offense is finally going to get going. I like the Reds here. I'll take the money lines went up to 215. I would use that in like a parlay or something, but just a straight up bet, I would take the Reds minus 1.5. Next game we have is the and I like the over the 9 in the Reds and Pirates game. Next game, the Washington Nationals at the Miami Marlins. The Marlins are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 146 money line. Nationals are plus 124 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 8. You have Rogers on the mound for the Nationals and Rogers on the mound for the Marlins. It's J. Rogers versus T. Rogers. J. Rogers for the Nationals has a 2.60 ERA. Nationals aren't a very good team. They blew the team up at the All-Star break. Got rid of their best pitcher, one of their best hitters. One bright spot for the Nationals is Juan Soto. He has had a good year hitting the ball. T. Rogers for the Marlins has a 4.64 ERA. But I think the Marlins at home are a little bit better team than what the Nationals are on the road. I would lean toward the Marlins here, and I would lean toward the under the 8. All right, next game. The Texas Rangers at the New York Yankees. The Yankees are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 270 money line. The Rangers are plus 220 money line. Over-under for this game is set at 8. You have Dunning on the mound for the Rangers, Montgomery on the mound for the Yankees. Dunning is 0-6 with a 6.65 ERA on the road. The Rangers have lost 10 of Dunning's last 11 starts. The Yankees have been struggling some. They've lost 3 of their last 4 games. They're looking to get back on track. I think they're going to get back on track tonight against the Rangers. I like the Yankees here at the minus 1.5 on the run line. And I like the over the 8. All right, next we have the Toronto Blue Jays at the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 116 money line. Blue Jays are minus 102 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 8.5. You got Manoah on the mound for the Blue Jays. Rasmussen on the mound for the Rays. Blue Jays have been hot in September. They're 15-4 so far in September. They're 13-4 in Manoah's last 17 starts. The Rays did win Game 1 last night. Rasmussen's been solid, but the Rays' offense is inconsistent. Blue Jays' offense has been hot. I like the Blue Jays here at the minus 102 on the money line. And I would go over the 8.5. All right, next game we have New York Mets at the Boston Red Sox. Red Sox are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 136 money line. The Mets are plus 116 on the money line. Over-under for this game is at 9.5. You have Stroman on the mound for the Mets. Rodriguez on the mound for the Red Sox. Stroman, the Mets have been struggling here as of late, but Stroman's one of the pitchers that has not been. He's been one of their best pitchers they've had this season. He has a 2.88 ERA. Rodriguez has struggled for the Red Sox. He has an ERA of 5.00. I would lean toward the Mets here at the plus 116 with Stroman on the mound. Only thing that scares me is this Boston Red Sox offense can get hot and score runs in bunches. But I would lean towards the Mets here as road dogs. All right, next game is the St. Louis Cardinals at the Milwaukee Brewers. I would go under the 9.5 on the Mets Red Sox game. Is what I lean toward on that. All right, Cardinals at the Brewers. Brewers are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 225 money line. The Cardinals are plus 188 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 8. Woodford's on the mound for the Cardinals. Woodruff's on the mound for the Brewers. The Cardinals have been one of the hottest teams in baseball. They've won 9 in a row and 11 of their last 12. They've got themselves up right there. They got themselves right up there to be. Right now, they're in the lead for the wild card spot. Woodford has pitched well for the Cardinals. Woodruff for the Brewers has had a great season, but he has struggled his last 2 starts. I like the Cardinals here at the plus 1.5 on the run line. I think this is going to be a close game. Cardinals might even win the game. They've been hot, but I like Cardinals at plus 1.5 on the run line. And I would say the over the 8. All right, next game. We have the Minnesota Twins at the Chicago Cubs. Cubs are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 124 money line. Twins are plus 106 on the money line. Over-under for this game is at 8. You got Jacks on the mound for the Twins, Mills on the mound for the Cubs. Both these teams are struggling. Neither one of them are in playoff contention now. This is a game I'm staying away from personally. I would lean toward the Cubs at minus 124 on the money line. Next game, the Dodgers are at -1.5 on the run line, -210 money line. Rockies +176 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 11. You have Urias on the mound for the Dodgers, Sensatella on the mound for the Rockies. Dodgers have won 8 of their last 9 games. Urias has a 2.99 ERA, but he has a 1.46 ERA over his last 9 starts. Rockies have won 7 of their last 9. Rockies are a lot better at home than they are on the road. Sensatella has a 4.60 ERA, but he has a 3.16 ERA since July. I would lean toward the Dodgers here, but like I said, the Rockies are a tough team at home. It's a game that I'll probably stay away from. Next, you have the Houston Astros at the Los Angeles Angels. Astros are -1.5 on the run line, -210 money line. The Angels are +176 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 9. You got Urquidy on the mound for the Astros, Naughton on the mound for the Angels. Urquidy has had a pretty good season. Naughton has struggled a little bit. I would lean toward the Astros here, but not enough that I'm going to take them. That's a game I would probably stay away from. All right. Next game, Mariners at the Athletics. All right. Hold on just one second. All right, here we go. Mariners at the Athletics. Athletics are -1.5 on the run line, -142 money line. Mariners are +120 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 8.5. You have Gonzalez on the mound for the Mariners, Blackburn on the mound for the Athletics. Mariners won Game 1 last night, 4-2. Gonzalez is 8-5 with a 4.05 ERA. Blackburn has a 4.94 ERA. Athletics have a better offense than the Mariners. Athletics have a better offense than the Mariners. Mariners play a lot of close games, though. I'll lean toward the Athletics on the money line at the -142 and the under the 8.5. And then the last baseball game of the day is the Atlanta Braves at the Arizona Diamondbacks. Braves are -1.5 on the run line, -174 money line. Diamondbacks are +146 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 9.5. You have Chavez on the mound for the Braves, Weaver on the mound for the Diamondbacks. Braves won Game 1 last night, 11-4. Braves have won 3 in a row. They're 27-13 as a road favorite. D-backs are 19-37 as home dogs. Weaver has been up and down this season. I like the Braves here on the money line at the -174, and I like the under the 9.5. All right, that's all the baseball games for today. Don't forget, we're live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, with Easy Money, a sports betting show. That show is live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We're also live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch with GSR Gonzo Sports Room, our sports talk show. Come join us for that. Got a big interview this Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern, with guy that's big in the pro wrestling world. The director, Hollywood House, will be live with us at 1 o'clock on Friday. You can find Easy Money, a sports betting show, and GSR Gonzo Sports Room in podcast form on Apple Podcasts, Anchor Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. But anywhere you find or you listen to your podcast, you can find us. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. All at Gonzo Sports Room. That's where we post everything about about both shows. We post our daily picks there every day and all of our show announcements. Also, check out our merch store, streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports /merch. Have a lot of different shirts, hats there, some beanies, some hoodies. Go check that out. We have a donation page there as well if you'd like to donate to the show to help the show grow. We greatly appreciate that. I think that's pretty much it for right now, but we're going to take a short break. Then we'll come back and we're going to talk some football. Enjoy this clip off our YouTube page while we take a short break, hopefully. After you watch this clip and you like it, please hit that subscribe button. Be right back.
Hold on, I hope y'all watching this shit. Chris's back is messed up. Bro, he just got lit up. I didn't go down there. I ain't going down there, bro.
I just haven't bought into all the Jake Paul hype yet. I think he's a good boxer. Do I think he's a high level and can compete with like professional boxers? No. Has he fought a pure striker or a pure boxer where he could prove that he can box at a pro level? Not yet. Tyron Woodley's going to be the best striker he's fought. Tyron Woodley ain't a boxer, but Tyron Woodley's going to be the best pure striker that Woodley's fought so far. He fought an NBA player that was coming in with his head down and not even looking where he was throwing. Then he fought Ben Askren, and I'm a big Ben Askren fan. Ben Askren ain't known for his striking. I don't know why Ben Askren even thought he was going to get there and box. Ben Askren beat people by taking them down, holding them down, and pound them somewhere they're on the ground. He wasn't known at all for his striking ability on his feet. Yeah, you can't take it away from him. Jake Paul, he's looked good in them fights. I think Woodley's going to be the toughest fight he's had so far, just because I think Woodley's the best striker he's fought. But I'd like to see him fight a boxer. You don't even have to be a top-level boxer yet. Fight a mid-level boxer everybody knows. See how it goes. If it goes good, move up in competition. But I'm not saying jump in against like Floyd Mayweather or somebody like that. Your first time fighting a professional boxer. You don't have to do that, but just fight somebody that's a boxer, not an NBA player, not a wrestler. Now you're fighting an MMA guy that, hey, can strike. I think Woodley's going to knock Paul's head off. I think Woodley is going to have too much power for him. I think Woodley has enough striking that he's going to be able to compete with him. I don't think Jake Paul's going to beat Woodley, but I'm not going to lie. I'm interested in seeing it on it's next Sunday night. Coon Dog's in the house. Just the Coon Dog have another trick up his sleeve like he did earlier.
He always does.
Who is this? Who has the balls? Who has the balls to interrupt the Coon Dog? Can you tell me that, Steve?
Why his son's in a tux?
What is going on here? Do I need to go down there and help the Toon Dog out?
I'm thinking so.
I'll go down there and I'll give him a big elbow. He said he's a king, but he don't look like a king to me.
What kind of king is this?
The burger truck.
Wanna be Stone Cold?
That's the burger truck right there.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell is up with the two dudes in the suits.
I know. What's up with the Harry Potter looking dudes?
Oh shit, the lights went off. The lights are out. What's going on? Oh!
What is going on? Yo, what the hell?
What the hell's going on? We have no lights.
Get out of here. Power's out. Power's out. Power's out.
Something is going on.
It looks like the
I'm out of here, man.
I don't like this, dude. You can't see nothing.
We got the sinister minister in here. I'm getting the hell out of here.
What the hell is going on?
can't see nothing.
Hey, Chris about to go down there. Let Powers out.
What's going on? I want my power back.
Chris about to go down there and go crazy on somebody.
Yeah.
I want to know what's up with the two kids from Glee in the ring. What is that? I see some acapella show tunes.
I demand an explanation. What is happening right now?
What is going on?
Looks like nobody knows what's going on.
I want to know what is going on here at BCCW. I come out here, challenge Sam Knight for my new title.
They got mustaches on.
Oh, look.
They got mustaches on.
Oh, it's worms.
Oh, it's a worm?
What is this?
It's a worm?
Oh my God, they got worms in their mouth.
Could it be?
Oh my gosh.
What's going on? There's worms everywhere.
Oh, shit. They got worms in their mouth.
Boogeyman on October 3rd. Boogeyman on October 3rd. Can you believe this?
I gotta be here October 3rd.
Former WWE wrestler. Boogeyman is going to be here on October 3rd. We'll be here too. Don't miss it. With the tag team champions highlight reel. You guys got a big match tonight. What are you going to do in this match to come out victorious?
We can't tell all our secrets now, but just know.
Get to know me. I don't care what you have to say.
All right, welcome back to the show. Easy Money, a sports betting show, September 21st, 2021. Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. Trying to get this work week over with. Just got done breaking down today's slate of baseball games. Now we're going to jump into some football. Jump into some football here for a few minutes. Yesterday we kind of looked ahead at some of the lines for the NFL. I figured we'd do the same today for the college football, and then we'll, like I said, later in the week as it gets closer to the games, I'll give out my my best picks. But we'll start with Thursday night. We have one Thursday night game in. Well, hold on, probably not. It's probably more than that. I forgot. I didn't. Let me get to the other page that has all of them. That's just the featured games. So I'll have some games that. Okay, there is only one game on Thursday nights. Marshall at Appalachian State. You have Appalachian State 6.5-point favorites. Over under for this game is at 58.5. I would lean toward App State here. Neither one of these teams are real great, but I think App State's just a little bit better. On Friday, we have Friday. We have quite a few. Looks like we have 3 games. We got Middle Tennessee at Charlotte, Wake Forest at Virginia, Liberty at Syracuse, UNLV at Fresno State. Them are all Friday games. I like Fresno State. Fresno State's tough, but they're 30.5-point favorites. Man, that's a lot of points to lay. So I'll probably stay away from that one. Liberty at Syracuse. Liberty's 6.5-point favorites on the road. Virginia's 4.5-point favorites at home over Wake Forest. I like Virginia in that game. Okay, Saturday. Here's a game that interests me. Here at Saturday at noon, you have Notre Dame at Wisconsin. I know I'm from Indiana, but I'm not a Notre Dame fan. I'm a Indiana Hoosier fan. They've got off to a little bit of a rough start this year. They did win. Just looked terrible against Iowa to start the season. What's going on here? But you got Notre Dame at Wisconsin. Wisconsin's 5.5-point favorites. The way I've seen Notre Dame play, I know they took care of Purdue pretty easily, but other than that, they haven't looked good this season. I lean toward the Badgers here to -5.5. Bowling Green at Minnesota. Minnesota's going to win the game, I would say, but I'm not laying 31.5 points. Miami, Ohio at Army. Army is 7.5-point favorites. Missouri at Boston College. Missouri is a 2.5-point favorite on the road. That should be a pretty good game. Ohio at Northwestern. Northwestern should cover that. Should cover the 15.5. LSU at Mississippi State. I like LSU here -2.5. Texas Tech, Texas. Toledo at Ball State. Toledo's 5.5-point favorites. Ball State got killed by Wyoming over the weekend. They're at home. I kind of like the Cardinals at the +5.5. San Jose State at Western Michigan. Is there any other big matchup? Let's see. There we go. Illinois and Purdue. Purdue's 11.5-point favorites. That might be a little too much for Purdue. I'll keep an eye on that line. I think 11.5 is too much for Purdue over Illinois. Iowa's 23.5-point favorites over Colorado State. They should cover that. Memphis is 3.5-point favorites over UTSA. I like Memphis a lot. Iowa State and Baylor. Clemson is 9.5-point favorites against NC State. Damn, they have Michigan is 18.5-point favorites over Rutgers. That's a lot of points in a Big Ten game. In a conference game, 18.5 points. West Virginia and Oklahoma. Ohio State plays Akron this week. Really? North Carolina is 12.5 point favorites over Georgia Tech. Alabama is 44.5. Indiana plays Western Kentucky. Indiana's 8.5 point favorites. I like Indiana in that game to cover. So there isn't a whole lot of like your big powerhouses playing each other this week. A lot of them are playing small schools. Oregon State, USC, Arizona, Oregon. So yeah, college football. You have a lot of big spreads this week because a lot of the bigger schools are playing smaller schools this week. All right, but before I get to my picks of the day, game I've been breaking down a little more in the NFL is the Colts and the Titans. I'm a big Colts fan, as you can see behind me on my shirt. Colts are 5.5 point dogs on the road here against the Titans. I like the Colts in this game. Yes, the Colts are 0-2, but they are not a bad 0-2 team. They could have won both games. Got off to a little bit of a rock. Left some points on the board in both games. Still, I think Frank Reich is a little too aggressive. And then the second game, they had a good shot at winning, and Wentz sprains both his ankles on one play, which is fucked up. Sprained both ankles on one play. But then Easton comes in, throws an interception. So we've had chances to win both the games we've been in. And both the teams we played are teams that have a good chance of being playoff teams as well. Titans did win a big game in overtime, so they're 1-1. But I think the Colts are going to come out. Like I said, I like the Colts at plus 5.5, but there is a caveat to that, depending on if Wentz plays or not. As of yesterday, they were going to get some more tests ran on his ankles to see the severity of how bad the sprains are. I haven't heard anything yet, any reports of how that went. Hopefully he can play this weekend. If both ankles are sprained, I'm leaning toward he might not be able to play. If Easton's the starter, then that changes my whole mind. Even, I hate to say it, if Easton's the starter, you have to go with the Titans if Easton's the starter because, you saw Easton make 2 throws Sunday in that game. And the first one almost got picked off. The second one did get picked off. I understand he wasn't necessarily expecting to play. Just got thrown into a game that was highly contested and, tried to lead the team down to win the game. So it wasn't the easiest spot to come into, but if you're going to be that guy, you got, both those you make can't look like you're going to get picked, or one of them actually got picked. Don't get me wrong, if he does end up starting this week, I think he'll look a little better than he did in that game because he'll get the first team reps. He'll be a little more comfortable. He'll be, at least I hope, and he'll be expecting to play, so at least I hope that gets him in the right mindset because he looked a lot better than that in preseason, but man, he didn't look very good. But that's the thing about preseason. You're not playing against the number ones. A lot of people get all fired. Oh, man, this team's going to be great. Or this dude, look what he did in preseason. Well, you have to look at the context. Who was on the field in preseason when he was doing that? Was it the other team's number ones? Or was it the other team's number 2s or number 3s? And a lot of times in this preseason game, you're playing against 2s, 3s, maybe guys, and a lot of guys aren't even going to make the team. So Easton did look good in preseason. But he did not look good Sunday against the Rams at all. Like I said, he made two passes, and the second one got picked off by Jalen Ramsey. But if Wentz is healthy enough to play and can play, I really do like the Colts in that game. I like the Cardinals over the Jags. Cardinals are 7.5 point favorites. I love that. Jags just don't look like a good football team right now. Thursday night's game, Panthers at the Texans. Not sure who the Texans quarterback will be yet. Still waiting to hear more about that. To see how bad Tyrod Taylor's injury was. Panthers are 7.5-point favorites. Panthers have looked good. They're both their first two games. Just straight dominated the Saints. Their defense looked tougher than hell against the Saints. But all right, let's get to my picks of the day. We'll break down these football games more tomorrow and on Thursday. I think Steve will be here tomorrow, so while we have him here, maybe we'll break down these games more in depth tomorrow. Either Steve or Eric. One of them, I think, will be here tomorrow. But all right, my picks of the day for Major League Baseball. I like the Indians money line, the Cincinnati Reds -1.5, the New York Yankees -1.5, the Toronto Blue Jays money line, the St. Louis Cardinals +1.5, and I like the Braves money line over the D-backs. So to recap, I have Indians money line, Reds -1.5, Yankees -1.5, Blue Jays money line, Cardinals +1.5, and the Braves money line.
Sit back, enjoy the show.
All right, before we get out of here, don't forget, we're live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We're also live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern with GSR Gonzo Sports Room, our sports talk show. Come check that out as well. You can also find Easy Money, a sports betting show, and GSR Gonzo Sports Room. You can find both those in podcast form on Anchor Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast. About anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all at Gonzo Sports Room. I post all of our picks from Easy Money on there. All of our show announcements are posted on there. Any information that we put out, you can find on our social media. So make sure you follow us there at Gonzo Sports Room, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Also, check out our merch store, streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports/merch. We have t-shirts, hats, hoodies, beanies. Have some new stuff getting ready to drop real soon. So go on over there, check out that merch store, get you some GSR Easy Money gear. Also at that same link, we have a donation page. If you'd like to donate to the show to help the show grow, help us get some things to make the show better, we greatly appreciate that as well. You can find that link in the video description, or it's going across the bottom of the screen in the ticker. But that link one more time is streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports/merch. This Friday, have a big interview on GSR at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. The director, Hollywood House, will be live with us. He has a real popular podcast called In Your House. It's about pro wrestling. He's a pro wrestling manager, I guess you'd call him. But does a podcast. Like I said, he's a real interesting guy. Should be a lot of fun this Friday. So make sure you join us for that. Also, before I get out here, don't forget, go get your tickets for Harvest Havoc, or for DCCW Harvest Havoc 3, Sunday, October 3rd. Doors open at 4, bell times at 5. I know all the VIP front row are sold out. Last I had heard, there was just limited second row left. General admission's $15. Second row VIP is 35. Like I said, there's limited of those left, so get your tickets now. The show's probably going to be a sellout, so don't wait. Go ahead and get your tickets now. If you need tickets, go to Delaware County Championship Wrestling Facebook page. Send them a message. They'll get with you. Get a hold of Terry Coombs, or you can also get a hold of myself, and I can get you tickets as well. So get a hold of one of us. We'll make sure you get tickets that you need. But don't wait. Tickets are going fast. It's going to be a great show. Former WWE superstar Gang Grill's going to be there. WWE legend, the Boogeyman, is going to be in the house. Rikishi, WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi, is going to be in the house. It's going to be should be a great show. We're going to be broadcasting live from there. Come join us. We'd like to see you guys. If for some reason you can't get to the show, like I said, we'll be live streaming it. Come hang out with us here on Gonzo Sports Room.
At Huntington, we've been asking.
Hope everybody.
Is there a way to make payday faster? And good news.
Hope everybody has is having a great Tuesday. Have a great week. We will see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern with Easy Money, and then again at 1 p.m. Eastern with GSR Gonzo Sports Room. Be safe. Have a great day. Peace.